Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning. Just give it a couple of minutes for a couple of people to jump on. We'll do a little bit of housekeeping. We just want to make sure that you can hear. So thank you to the beautiful soul that has already joined this morning. If you could just put in the chat to just let me know that sound is coming through nice and clear, that you can see me pretty well. That would be super appreciative. But good morning, happy Sunday, happy Thanksgiving. We're a few days out from Thanksgiving. So we'll be starting this restorative flow with Danny the Yogi Doc, really tapping into gratitude. We'll be tapping into some gratitude this morning. So I'm really excited. This is a long time coming. A long time coming. Let me just make sure. Let's see. We're good. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and get started. All right. So this will be a calming, soothing, restorative flow this morning. Nothing too intense. This sequence is really meant for a desire to kind of unwind, to de-stress, to connect. So with that in mind, I invite you to go ahead and come into an easy seat. And feel free to use any props that you may have for this, because we'll start the sequence in a seated posture. So we'll be seated for a few minutes here. So if you have any props that you want to use, either a block or a bolster or even a blanket, you can roll up a blanket and then just put it right underneath your hips so that you're sitting up nice and tall. Okay. And once you're there, I invite you to go ahead and shut your eyes. Close your eyes and take the next couple of moments to really connect with self, to release any and everything that was before this moment, before you coming and sitting down on your mat. And then we just want to check in with the body, making sure that we're sitting up nice and tall, a nice long spine. Making sure that the back of the neck is nice and long, tucking in the chin. And you can gently place your hands either on your lap or on your mat. Just finding what feels good, what feels comfortable for you while sitting in this easy seat. And then we want to bring the attention to the breath. So we'll begin our session this morning with 3 deep cleansing breaths. So let's all exhale together. And sitting up nice and tall, let's take a deep inhale through the nose. And exhale. Again, inhale through the nose. And exhale. Last deep breath, inhale through the nose. And exhale. Beautiful. And keeping eyes closed and just returning to a normal breath pattern. I invite you to set an intention for your practice this morning. Or perhaps perhaps to dedicate your practice to feeling love, feeling thankful. Beautiful. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. And we'll begin with a couple of neck circles. So with your neck circles, you'll start with turning to your right shoulder. You're just going to allow the chin to sweep the front of the chest. Moving to the opposite shoulder, and then allowing the head to fall back. As you complete the rotation, coming back around. We'll do about 5 of these. Nice and slow. We're just releasing any tension, any stress that may be in the shoulders. Making sure that we're staying connected with our breath. The breath is the most important part. Let's do 2 more rounds. And 1 more. Sweeping that chin, dropping your head back. And coming center. And then we're going to reverse that direction. So now looking over to your left shoulder. And allowing that chin to sweep across the front of the chest. And allowing your head to drop back. We'll do 4 more of those. Staying connected to the breath. Sitting up nice and tall. Staying nice and relaxed. 2 more rotations. Doing great. Taking our time this morning. 1 more. Coming center. Beautiful. Now bringing our hands, we're going to place them on our mat and move into shoulder shrugs. So with your shoulder shrugs, you're sitting up nice and tall. We want to pair this with our breath. We're pairing every move, every posture with Danny with the breath. So as you inhale, you're lifting your shoulders up to your ears, squeezing at the top. And then as you exhale, you're dropping the shoulders. All right, super simple. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Let's do 4 more of those. Inhale, the shoulders up. And exhale. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale, squeeze at the top. And exhale. Beautiful. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Gorgeous. And now moving into a seated spinal twist. All right, so still staying in that easy seated posture. Just turning to the side because I want to make sure that you guys can see me nice and clearly and that my directions are on point this morning. All right, so starting with your right side, we're going to place our left hand behind us to help us sit up nice and tall. That left hand acts as your anchor. As you inhale, you're lifting your right arm up to the sky and exhaling, grabbing that left knee and looking behind yourself. We're staying put in this twist for 5 deep breaths. So you just want to make sure you're sitting up nice and tall and reconnect with that breath. And feel free to adjust either your hand or your feet to make sure that you're nice and grounded. So 3 more breaths. Inhale, looking over that back shoulder. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, full expression. Inhale. And as you exhale, release or unwind. And moving right into the opposite direction. So now placing that right hand behind you. Inhaling that left arm up. And exhaling, grabbing the outer knee and looking over that right shoulder. Perfect. So we're here for 5 deep breaths. You just want to stay nice and relaxed, even though you're in the twist. You're concentrating or focusing on keeping the body relaxed. Finding a good balance. Let's do 2 more deep breaths. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale, release. Beautiful. Coming center. And from here, let's meet into our tabletop. So we're coming onto all fours. On our hands and knees. Uh-oh. A little plant malfunction. Now, once you're in tabletop, we just want to check in with our alignment, making sure that everything is nicely stacked. Shoulders are directly over your wrist. Hips are directly over the knees. We're going to leave a little bit of room in between our knees, in between our feet, as we prepare for cow-cat. So starting with cow, we're inhaling, dropping the belly, taking our gaze up to the sky. And exhale, rounding your back, bringing the chin as close to your chest as you can as you tuck your tailbone. We'll move in and out of cow-cat, maybe about 5 or 6. And exhale. Warming up our spine this morning. Inhale. And exhale. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Final 1. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Returning to center. Preparing for bird dog. We'll begin with shooting back your right foot. So extending that right leg nice and long, squeezing your glute. And then extending your left hand or left arm nice and long. Your gaze can be towards your mat. And we're here for 5 breaths. So with that right hand, you want to put some space between each finger. Really fan out your fingers so you can have a nice grounded hand on your mat. Let's do 3 more breaths. Inhale. Pull in that belly. 2 more. Inhale. Final 1. Inhale. And exhale, release. Bringing that arm, hand, and knee back down. Let's do a couple of wrist rotations with your right hand, just showing it some love. And we'll move to the opposite side. So grounding in with that left hand, spreading the fingers, shooting back your left foot. So extending that leg. And then once you feel nice and grounded, we'll lift our right arm and take our gaze towards our mat. We're here for 5 breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Doing a great job. Inhale. And exhale. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Final one, inhale. And exhale, release. Bringing that hand and arm down. Let's do a couple of wrist rotations with that left hand. Just showing it a little love. Stretching those wrists. And then coming back center, we'll then drop down into child's pose. So sitting our hips on our heels, extending both arms out in front and bringing your forehead to your mat for child's pose. We're here in child's pose for 8 cleansing breaths. Doing great. This is a perfect time to check in with the body, to reconnect with your intention, and to stay present. Let's do 2 more deep breaths, inhaling through the nose, filling up the belly as you exhale through the nose. Last one, deep inhale through the nose. And exhale. On that next inhale, we're slowly lifting, coming back into our tabletop as we prepare for downward dog. So coming back onto all fours, really grounding into your palms, curling your toes under as you lift and shift your hips back and up to the sky, creating that upside down V shape. We're here for 5 breaths. Please take a moment to find your down dog. That may mean bringing your hands closer to your feet or taking your hands out further. So just finding what feels comfortable for you. You can always come down into a puppy stretch. So that's staying on the knees, toes are uncurled, and you're extending your arms out in front and bending, bringing that torso towards your thighs. So a couple of ways that you can make that feel comfortable for you. Let's do 2 more breaths here. One more cleansing breath. Beautiful. On that next inhale, we're taking our right foot to the sky. And as you exhale, you're stepping that right foot through, landing between your hands. And coming up into warrior 1. So bringing your arms up to the sky and bending that front knee. With your back foot, you can keep your heel lifted, or you can pivot that heel down for warrior 1. Beautiful. We're here for 5 breaths. So we really want to focus on pulling in the belly and extending those arms up to the sky. Feel free to close your eyes and really be in your body. feel what this posture is like. Let's do 2 more breaths. One more breath. As you exhale, warrior 2. So pivoting the back foot and gazing out over your front middle finger for warrior 2. Doing great. We want to check in, make sure that your front knee is not protruding or extending over that front toe. Pulling in the belly. We're here for 4 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. On your next inhale, we're straightening our front leg. And as you exhale, you're windmilling that front arm down and taking your back arm to the sky for triangle. Once you're here in triangle, feel free to use a block so that we're making sure that our posture is nice and open. So we want to make sure that top shoulder is tracking towards the back of your room. Your gaze can be up to the sky or down towards your mat. You just want to feel what feels right for your neck and for your body. Let's do 2 more breaths here. Beautiful. On that next inhale, we're lifting, we're rising. And as you exhale, you're pivoting that back foot, bringing your hands to your mat, stepping back with your right foot into downward dog. And you're here for 3 breaths. Feel free to walk your dog, taking one heel down at a time as you bend the opposite knee. Let's do 1 more breath. Beautiful. On your next inhale, we're lifting our left foot to the sky and stepping that foot through for warrior 1. Beautiful, doing good. So just checking in with the body, checking in with that back foot, making sure your front knee is bent, arms are extended up to the sky, and smile. Right? We are using this restorative sequence to smile, to love on ourselves, to thank ourselves for being here. So each posture, what's most important is that you're breathing through the whole time, that you're staying connected with that even breath. Let's do 2 more. If your shoulders get a little tired, you can always bring your arms down onto your hips. One more deep breath. Inhale, pulling that belly in. And exhale into warrior 2. So turning your right foot, making sure that it's matching with the long edge, parallel to that. And extending your gaze over your front middle finger for warrior 2. Feeling strong this morning. Feeling powerful this morning. 3 deep more breaths. Doing great. 2 more. Inhale. One more. Let's inhale. And exhale, beautiful. On the next inhale, we're straightening our front leg and windmilling the front arm down as we prepare for triangle. So you're sending your right arm to the sky. And once you're here, your gaze can go up, your gaze can go down, and you can also use a block. So with your block, you're placing it in front of the foot or in front of your inner foot. There we go. And keeping a nice open heart, open chest. That top shoulder should track towards the back of your room. Open heart, open mind. And keep everything nice and elongated and open. Doing great. 2 more beautiful breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Final one, let's inhale. And exhale, pivoting that back foot, bringing both hands down to your mat and stepping back into your down dog. We're here for 3 breaths. Doing great. On the next inhale, we are bending the knees, lifting our heels, gazing forward, and stepping up to the front of the mat. Beautiful. As you exhale, you're forward folding. And inhale, circling the arms up. Hands come together. And bringing those hands in front of your heart space. Beautiful. Take a moment to take a sip of water as we prepare for a couple of standing postures. We're doing good. We're doing great. Making excellent time. Let's see. I have a... Hi, ZT. Thank you for joining. Thank you for making sure that everyone can hear. All right. So now moving into one of my favorite postures, tree. Okay. So with tree, we want to make sure that we have a great, solid foundation. That's the key to tree. All right, so starting with your right foot, you want to ground into that foot. Even put like a slight bend in your knee, slight bend. All right, once you're there, you're shifting your weight into that foot. So we're grounding and shifting the weight into that foot. Then we're taking our opposite foot, so your left foot and your left hip, and you're externally rotating that and placing your foot either on your ankle, at the shin, never on the knee, or you can manually place it on the inner thigh. So we want to find what feels good for us and start there. All right. Once your foundation is set, then you can have some fun with your hands. You can either come into Anjali Mudra, prayer hands in front of your heart space. You can bring your hands into your hips. You can make a T shape. Or you can build your tree, taking them up. Cactus arms. So just kind of finding what feels good. And then we're going to hold this for 5 deep breaths. I also teach this class on Mondays at Yoga Den, World Golf Village. And I always challenge my students to try this posture while they're brushing their teeth. It's an excellent, good use of time. Multitasking. Let's do 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale, release. Beautiful. Ooh, I felt that. So you're going to shake out that leg, do some ankle rotations on that right foot. Thank you, beautiful leg and foot, for holding us up. And then we're going to move over to the opposite side. So now you're grounding into that left foot, maybe putting a slight micro bend in the knee. All right, once we're there, once we feel solid on that foot, we're taking the opposite foot and placing it either, again, at the ankle, at your shin, or mainly placing it on the inner thigh. And this is a perfect time to be mindful of the body, to really tap in and to begin to see what you notice that's different on each side. And then using your hands, either placing them right in front of your heart space or taking them to your hips. And we're here for 5 deep breaths, doing good. Doing good. Let's do 3 more cleansing breaths. Two more. One more beautiful breath. Inhale. And exhale, release. Woo, and shake it out. A couple of rotations with your left foot. Loving on that foot. Loving on those hips. All right. I'm coming into mountain. Taking our feet, making sure that they're hip distance apart. Nice wide stance. Tucking in that tailbone. Pulling in the belly. Shoulders are down and back. And your palms are facing forward. Making sure you have a nice long neck. You can tuck in that chin a little bit. And I invite you to close your eyes while we're in mountain. And we're just connecting with the breath. Remembering that mounting is or can be an active posture. So you're engaging the thighs, engaging your glutes. So standing up nice and tall, feeling strong, feeling powerful. Inhaling through the nose. As you exhale through the nose. 2 more. We're inhaling through the nose. And exhaling through the nose. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. On this next inhale, we're lifting both arms to the sky. And as you exhale, you're bending towards your right. And exhale, you're coming back center. And as you exhale, leaning towards your left. We'll do a couple of rounds of those. Inhaling center. And exhale to your right. Inhale back to center. And exhale. Beautiful, doing great. Inhale to center. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Final one, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. And on this next inhale, releasing our arms back down, let them float. Maybe doing some wrist rotations as we come down. And then we're meeting at the front of our mat. We'll do 3 sun salutation A's. So again, in our restorative classes, our sun salutations are gentle and mindful. So we're pairing each pose with our breath. This is the most important part. Pair it with your breath. Okay, So starting at the front of the mat, we're keeping some space for our hands to come down, our palms. Starting in mountain, feet are the hip distance apart, pulling in the belly, tucking in that tailbone. We're inhaling the arms up, circling them up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhaling for a half forward fold. And exhale, bringing your hands down to your mat, stepping both feet back into your plank, and slowly lowering. Uncurling the toes, inhaling, lifting your chest off of your mat, and exhaling into down dog. We're here for 3 breaths in down dog. One more breath. Beautiful. On that next inhale, we're bending the knees, lifting the heels, and stepping forward. As you inhale, root to rise. Beautiful. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for the half, forward fold. And exhale, bringing the hands down, stepping both feet back as you lower. Inhale for cobra. And exhale, down dog. You're here for 3 breaths. One more breath. Beautiful. On that next inhale, bending the knee, gazing forward, and stepping to the front of the mat. Inhale, root to rise. And exhale, swan dog or to your forward fold. Inhale for your half lift. Exhale, hands down. Taking your feet back. And slowly lower. Inhale for your cobra. And exhale into down dog. You're here for 3 breaths. One more breath. Beautiful. On your next inhale, we're bending the knees, gazing forward, and stepping to the front of the mat. Inhale, root to rise. And you can exhale for a nice back bend. Inhale to rise. And exhale, bringing the arms down to our sides. Beautiful. Taking a breath here in mountain. Catching the breath. One more breath. Inhale. Inhale, circling the arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, feet back. And we're lowering onto our knees. Shifting our hips back onto our heels, so uncurling the toes for child's pose. We're here in child's pose for 5 breaths. On that final breath, we're coming back, lifting ourselves back into tabletop, and then we'll meet in that easy seat. Actually, we'll meet with a bound angle or a butterfly. So you're coming into your sitting bones and you're placing the soles of the feet together. So kind of creating that diamond shape or a butterfly. My girls and I, we love butterflies and rainbows. All right, so once we're here, you just want to make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. You can also use a block for this posture. So elevating the hips. Let's see how that feels. That feels okay. You can use a bolster. You can also use a blanket. Okay, when you're ready, we'll inhale. And then as you exhale, you're leaning forward. So trying to bring your chest as close to your feet as you comfortably can. So inhaling, maybe circling the arms up. And then exhaling, forward folding. Hands can come to your feet, or you can extend them out in front. And just finding what feels good for you. Now, if you're seated on your mat, hands can come to your feet. And we want to just lean forward as much as you can. You can remain in this posture in a static posture, or you can lift the knees up and down. Just feeling what feels good, right? That's the intention, or that's the true intention. What feels good for me? Or you can also use your elbows to push the knees down. Let's do 3 more breaths here. One more breath. Beautiful. On that next inhale, we're lifting, releasing our feet. And then exhaling, we're bringing our knees together and sending our legs out nice and long. So extending the legs long, sitting up nice and tall in those sitting bones. As we prepare for a seated forward fold, you're inhaling those arms up to the sky and exhaling, reaching for the feet. Feel free to keep a micro bend in the knees here. We just want to keep a nice long spine. So if we can reach the feet with this long spine, that's beautiful. We really would like to not round the back here like this, okay? Just want to keep a nice long spine and lean towards the feet. All right, this would be great. I wish I had my strap. We could use your strap for this posture, especially for my beginner yogis. You can place your hands on your shins, or you can place your hands on grab the back of the thighs and just lean forward. Let's do 2 more breaths here. And release. Beautiful. So coming back up and moving into a straddle. So we're opening, taking the legs open nice and wide. All right. Inhaling those arms up. And as you exhale, you're leaning towards your right foot. Beautiful. We're here for 3 breaths. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Let's inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Release. As you inhale, you're circling the arms up. And exhale, leaning towards your left foot. Beautiful. Two more breaths. Final one. And on that exhale, release. Beautiful. Let's make our way back down to our mat. So bringing the legs together, bending the knees, perhaps grabbing the back of your thighs as you slowly lower down to your mat. All right. Moving into a supine pigeon. Actually, let's move into knees to chest. Let's move into knees to chest. So we're lifting both feet off of our mat and pulling our knees towards our chest. Perfect. We're here for 5 deep breaths. Three more. Doing great. 2 more cleansing breaths. One more breath, taking our time. Beautiful. And now dropping those feet back to the mat. We'll go ahead and begin our descent into Savasana. So that final posture. We want to situate the body on your mat, nice and long. So just in case for my new yogis, my beginner yogis, with Savasana, this is your final posture for this sequence. And so we just want to make sure that our body, all the extremities are long, legs are long, arms are beside the body. Feeling at ease. This is also a great time to grab any props that may make this posture more comfortable. So placing a bolster under the knees, take some of that pressure off of the low back. You can also use a blanket to cover the body to generate a little bit of warmth for yourself. And then when you're ready, I invite you to close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose, fully expanding the ribs, fully expanding the belly. And then open mouth, exhale it all out. That is beautiful. Let's do that again. 2 more rounds. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling, open mouth. Again, inhaling through the nose, fully expanding, full expression. Eyes are closed. Last one, inhaling through the nose, full expression. Beautiful. And then coming into this moment, eyes are closed. We're using this time to notice what's happening around us. Notice what's happening in the body. Taking a few moments to notice any thoughts that may have come up either during your practice or right now as you're settling in, as you're giving yourself space. What's coming up? This is the best part as you begin to notice. You're becoming aware of awareness. You're realizing that you are the observer. You are not your thoughts. You are not the sensations. that you may be feeling, but you are pure awareness. You are the observer. As you notice the body, as you begin to scan the body, see if you feel any tenseness, any tightness, any stress. This is your moment where you can breathe into that area and make friends with that body part, or even perhaps with the thought. And as you embrace the release, you can let go. Let go of the stress, let go of the tension, let go of anything that may be bothering you. And now bringing your attention back to the breath. We'll move into a 4-count breath as we continue to relax the body and calm the mind. We're inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Again, we're inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Again, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Again, inhaling through the nose and exhale through the nose. And as you continue to do that, you're becoming aware of the body feeling more at ease and more relaxed. And you're reminding yourself that as thoughts may come or pop into your head, that that's okay. We want to just come back to the breath, reconnect with the breath. We'll take the next couple of moments to be with ourselves. Now beginning to coming back into this space, back onto your mat. You can begin with wiggling your fingers, perhaps wiggling the toes. Then even extending the arms overhead and pointing the feet, pointing and flexing the feet. So just bringing a little bit of movement into the space. And then when you're ready, we want to roll over to our favorite side and coming into a fetal position. So you're on your side, bringing your knees close to the body, maybe close to your chest, and then you're wrapping your arms around your knees, around your legs. And once we're here, this is just a symbolic posture, right, of rebirth, of that second chance, another opportunity to go into this day to reconnect with self, with our values, with how we want to show up in the world. Tap into that loving kindness. Let's take a final breath here, inhaling through the nose. And exhale. Beautiful. And when you're ready, using your arms, using your hands to lift yourself up, we'll meet in that easy seated posture, the same posture that we started the class with, or started our session with. All right, so we'll come together to seal our practice. And what a beautiful practice it was. Should be feeling slightly energized, hopefully relaxed, hopefully a little bit more at ease, a little bit more connected. And once you're settled, we'll make sure those legs are crossed. We're sitting up nice and tall, long spine. Hands can come into your lap, or you can bring them into prayer, maybe for that final moment of gratitude. And then a slight bow to yourself. We'll take a collective breath here. So exhale any stale air, stale energy, stale thoughts. And together, let's inhale through the nose. And exhale. Beautiful. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy and strong. And may you be at peace on this day. Namaste. 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 To the Her Divine Yoga community, thank you so much for joining me in this restorative practice. This will be a every Sunday event, so I'm very excited to announce that. I want to do this this first session to get everything squared away, and so it'll be every Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join me here for a calm, restorative practice. I hope that the rest of the week is full of blissful, yummy kindness. Take care.